I'm after that thing. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's my thoughts. Is they're coming
Yeah.
from
Well, I
Relic.
think that's not out of the way for you to. Yeah, don't forget the roll. But yeah, that sounds within. Yeah, that it could do that. So, anyways, for Apollo, is you just come back. The green circles are areas that are available for scouting. And Orange, you had your first pick. Which one of those three circles did you want to investigate?
I am going to do. I'm just gonna put a little
Green
pointer.
circles. Where be
Is
green
that
circles? I see no
that
green.
one?
I'm going to reshare
Okay.
Except
the
facing that way.
bang. There we go. So, okay, that's your mark there, is it? You're going to check the
Yeah.
pass?
Oh, hang on. Do you have the right map open?
It's the world Indian map.
Yeah. Yeah. One of the maps. So, yeah, you're going to check that one out. The other two, again, Apollo, as I was saying, troops, like if there was a Danish attack coming and you guys are looking for scouts, the three main ways they could get is the one spot that Orange Skippy's going to check between the Mount England and the large hills. Like these are 800-foot hills. Okay, they're not your small little 20 feet hills. These are like massive rolling dales, like you have in Wales. And
One more time, the wheel
Those
from
are
the
nothing.
heading north. Where are the guards going that are leaving the town?
oh, they're
Fort
heading over to
Lint.
Fort Lint across the river, which is
Okay.
about 25
And
miles
down.
away. If you want to scale, between Dovedale and Fort Lint is just under 25
Okay.
miles.
Okay,
It's a good day away.
so that's kind of covered. Okay, that was the other area I was thinking someone could come from, but I doubted it. But that's covered. So yeah, okay.
In a way of speaking, if they did, they would come down and they would have to go through. They could use the forest as perfect spot to hide, but they'd be at the widest point of the river with not a proper way to cross it. If they did go that way.
So that was kind of
Um,
covered.
Yeah.
I would
so
recommend that he goes on the circle in the top right. If
the one
we're-
by the river.
Yeah. If we're all discussing this and he's taking input, I would like to recommend that.
All right. Apollo, so if you want to grab the following dice and throw them into my tower, you can look at my channel if you want. I hope you don't. But basically, I need you to roll for me a hide, move silently, search, and survival.
Jesus.
So first I need to roll hide.
Mm-hmm.
Throw it into the tower. No, into the tower. Well,
Oh, in the tower. Okay.
Yeah, you definitely want to throw it into the tower.
especially that one.
Especially that one.
You have a +1 to hide. Okay.
Like you said, he's more the skilled
Yeah.
a soldier. You're more the
Yeah.
sniper.
I thought.
Alrighty. And then I need you to do a move silently.
That nat one now.
Silently. There you go.
As
Yeah.
well. All right. And could I also get from you a search and survival? Search and survival are covering two different skills. Search is physically searching for traces of them. Survival is doing backwards thinking, like you know what you would do to set up a track or to hide your tracks. Your survival is trying to counter anything they might have done with their survival to cover their tracks, type of thing. Okay, those rolls have been made. This is going to take a good half of the day to mid-afternoon. What does everyone else wish to do as they've headed off to scout? Also,
I
if
want
we
to
go
try
back-
bardic knowledge with geography and history for the area to see if there's
got it.
any unknown sort of paths across Mount England.
You got it. Also, if
known-
you want to go back, if
little
you guys
known
look back at the
routes.
village, if you ever need a map that you might have closed, under Images tab, any map that I've made public to you, you can open up again in that way. Take a look at the little village to give you ideas if you guys want to move your characters to different spots of the villages to look for stuff or do anything that you might want to or talk to the guards, etc. So you want to look for passes through Mount England.
Yeah, I'm trying. See if there's any that little known ones that from bardic knowledge.
Does this mean I'm gonna miss out on the pumpkin judging?
Yes.
Does.
Mm.
He really likes pumpkins.
He really does. That pumpkin though.
Yeah, the pumpkin though.
Okay.
There won't be a pumpkin if the town's destroyed. She'll take the pumpkins with them.
Also true.
They
Yeah,
will
that's
pillage and rape those pumpkins.
Oh, that pumpkin already has a hole in it.
There was a hole in it, yeah.
Saying.
Well, while we're pillaging.
Yep, don't forget to, pillage the women and rape the fields. I think you've got that backwards. Really do, Bob.
They can rape all the fields they want.
Pillage and
That's
plunder.
Alrighty, so make your geography
Would it be
roll.
It'd be geography? Okay.
Be geography, and I will also allow you history.
Okay. And okay.
Damn right.
Well, with the history,
What
though.
was in that ship?
All right.
What's going on with all those
Um,
guards?
Mount England is a lot of these small mountains in this area. They used to be huge mountains and very jagged, but these area of mountains have been weathered by age and time. So they could also be seen a little bit like some of the Asian mountains that have been weathered and eaten away by town, like some of the ones in China, all that stuff. They're really ancient type of mountains. They're not as recent, and because of that, a lot of the small passes or whatever would have been marked up by now, or that Mount England was probably almost twice as tall and very jagged, but now you've got the raw base that's been worn down by age, rain, and winds, and it's if you could march on it, because there are spots of it that the angle is not steep enough, but if they're using horses or anything like that, it would be too chaotic. If you just had foot troops or skirmishers, they could easily wrap around the sides of any part of that mountain. But an entire unit or any type of unit that's got wagons and horses and stuff, it won't be able to do that on that mountain. And for history, there has been no real history of that type of event happening. With that roll, anyways.
Well, I mean, they're gonna want to surprise us.
And so that leaves with Yelva and Ciala. What do you ladies want to do
feel
until about
like-
mid-afternoon?
I want to. We need to convince the priests to help us save the town. I think that should be our focus, at least my focus, because I'm not the fighter, the ranger, whatever. I apparently am the military strategist. Nowhere. Maybe just because I
So
know.
in other words, you're
so
not
well.
the dumb blonde. They think you are, but in true fact, actually, strategically speaking, I think you need a little cigar and suddenly become like
You don't need to
Hannibal
convince
Smith.
the priest. I think you need to convince the mayor.
Who has the power over talking to this chick though? Who's got the in with
The priest. The priest apparently had been bestowed a gift from that tree from Sienna, so that's obvious. What Renset was saying is, it's true you can convince the priest, but if you want to try to do a mass evacuation of the town, it would be the mayor you'd have to speak to. But
So are
unless
we gonna evacuate the town now too?
well,
Or
that's
just
the
get
question.
them ready.
But the only thing is trying to convince people this is a festive night. There's a lot of drinking and jokes and prank playing too, because it's that time of year.
Perfect
It
time
might
to
be
hit
tough to
the
convince
town.
people.
I don't know. I personally would focus my efforts on trying to invoke this goddess.
Yep.
Because I think all my powers of persuasion can get the mayor to agree with us, but how are you gonna, all the townspeople, are they gonna leave? Are they gonna listen? Well, we don't even have any proof until we get proof.
Yeah.
Now, if we have some proof of them out there, then I feel like then we can go to the mayor and be like, yo.
Gotcha.
I think, I don't know. I'm gonna focus on the priest and the goddess.
No problem.
I'm looking at Ilva and seeing what she's thinking, what her opinion is. 'Cause this is a group effort.
I mean, my opinion is that I'll whack him over the head and carry him out of town, but I can't carry enough, so. We probably
Between the two of
know
you,
that
there
now.
isn't just enough to whack them and seduce them all. It's a tough skill, but I don't think you.
I don't think I can get on the side of the mountain to the south and do a dance that gets the whole village coming out.
No
my way.
problem.
I'm not there yet.
Also, another option
You
has
relax.
Another option has popped up as well for the ladies that are still in town.
Uh-huh.
The sails for the ship are starting to unfurl, as it looks like that boat and all its space and the troops are about to go across the river.
Okay, so this. We don't want this. No, y'all ain't going
No.
nowhere. We gotta
Please.
stop that boat. How are we gonna stop that boat?
Push
Dude,
them down the
use
stairs!
troops to
Sorry.
stay one more night.
Use the power
Can
of
I go cut the
charisma.
sails? Can I burn the sails? Then they can't sail?
Use the charisma.
Chaotic neutral. Again, chaotic neutral right there, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, I have a fire spell or something, or a missile spell or something. Can I do something?
You are quite an intelligent
that
person. If you destroy the means for that ship leaving, so you can later use that ship to leave.
No, I mean, what do we need this ship for? I mean, I don't think the townsfolk. What are we gonna? They don't have to escape on the ship. We can't fit the whole town on there.
No, but you can fit a lot of people.
That's
But
true,
yeah.
I guess. But
Or if you're selfish,
Lose
you
you
can
on
fit
the
your
way.
families.
I don't know because
Yeah.
I don't know if evacuating the town is gonna really save everyone or not. Or I think we need to save the town in general. Should we just take Ilva and throw her at them? That's what they're here for.
I'm in.
We could just get Yova to shove the entire town out of there.
Deal.
Yeah,
Push them all out.
get them all on the dock.
Shove.
Shove him. I'll
so
shove motherfucker.
We need to stop the soldiers. We need to convince the priest, and we need to do something about the mayor all
Why
at
don't you
once.
go seduce Pizza Face?
He is in charge of them, huh?
He's one of them.
He's one of the
Him
officers.
and Mr.
Who's the
Christine.
high officer guy who makes the choices?
The other guy.
I think he's the one we need to push, Ilva. We need to push him. I need to convince him.
Last time?
Sorry?
Who was the one that got shoved last time?
I shoved Pizza Face.
No, Pizza Face and that were at the bottom of the
But
stairs.
they were
You shoved-
downstairs still.
Oh,
They're just some of the
We're
regular
dumb enough
guards.
to get up in your
that's
way.
right. I
Yeah.
shoved
And
the
you
others
saw them.
now.
Yeah.
Now, Ilva, do we want to go do something together, or do we want to split and do different things?
And by the way, for those that are watching, I just realized if I change over, you can actually see the circles and that we are marking. That is my bad. I do apologize. But on this map here, these are the areas we were talking about for investigation. And that is the fort that has lost communication with, and the enemy would be approaching from that area.
Yep.
I'm sorry for that update.
Dressed as our soldiers. It's a thing that's going to happen.
Okay, so Elva, do you basically work as bodyguard to Ciala right now? You must choose. You've got 3 targets to seduce. You have the priest to convince him to try and connect with Sienna. You have the mayor, or you have the person in charge of the troops and the ship, or 4 people if you want to just get the owner of the ship.
I think the ship is maybe the first step.
And you can also, you can reach out on a lifeline, you can get help from a friend, or you can check with a studio audience before you leave. No. Because I'm guessing we're all making the plans before you all split up, so if you want to bounce this off of the rest of the party, which person is more
Have the
important?
boys left yet? Have they left to go to the
No,
Rangers?
they
left
did be
yet?
leaving now, and then I'm going to do a time passing, and then we all gather back up with what results were gathered in that time.
Okay. I'd like to get everyone's input. My thought process is we need that ship, whether it's to evacuate our people or we need those soldiers here for when stuff hits the fan. I think the ship is priority 1. I think the priest is priority 2. And I think the mayor is priority 3 if we even get to it. So somehow we need to take care of maybe... do we have time to hit both the ship guy and the priest? Or do we need
Depending
to
on
split
how you do for your first roll. I could have it set up that you can do one and then do the other after, but if you fail on the first roll, then you're only going to be able to focus on the one person for that afternoon, for those hours.
I'm going to start with the ship. I think whether or not we can stop this thing from coming, because I'm not totally sure about this goddess lady. And unless we have something to offer her, I don't know what yet. But I think we should focus on the ship.
All right, and focusing on the ship, was that going to be the captain of the ship, or is it going to be Pizza Face, as we are lovingly calling him, or the officer in charge?
Whoever's in charge, whoever can say no and get that ship stopped right away.
You got it. It would be
All right to the top.
not a problem. And
Or is the captain the only guy that can drive the ship?
no,
because-
no. Well,
Drive
yes, technically, but the captain would probably answer to superior, like to the.
Well, just
person that
saying
you're-
if something happened to the captain, like he happened to get shot.